That's a tune I made up quite a few years ago to give some of my students something to chew on. So it's a kind of a hybrid slack key tune. I call it Taropatch Blues, and I have a couple of different versions of this tune available. It's in my book, Old Time Hawaiian Slack Key Guitar, and I've come up with a kind of a simplified version of that I'll let you have up on my website, just to because I want everybody to play slack key, and so you can just go download it on my website. The tune itself is actually based on a 12-bar blues progression, and if you're a guitar player, you probably know what that is. If you're not, it doesn't matter that much. However, it's a little longer than a 12-bar blues because it's got a couple of turnarounds in it and some extra stuff, so it actually works out to 16 bars. If you do download the tab, you'll notice that I'm not playing it exactly like what's on the tab because, frankly, I can't play anything the same way once, let alone twice. But I'll work you through it a little bit so you can play it and show you some of the little tricks and stuff that I did on it. Okay, so probably the first thing you'll notice is that the tune starts with this slide up from up into a double stop position. But when you get up, instead of just playing double stops, we've got a note now on the middle string of that double stop. So if you're at that 7/9 double stop, here are the double stops again. That 7/9 double stop. If you put if you play those with your ring and index finger, your middle finger is going to naturally fall on that note at the 8th fret, and that is actually a G chord. So the tune uses that chord a couple of times, and it uses some little pull-offs. A pull-off, if you don't know what a pull-off is you. So we're going to start with a slide. And that's, I'm reaching up to the 10th fret with my pinky, and I'm playing a note. And I'm pulling it off. Okay? So you've got a whole bunch of very quick slides out of double stop position. Sometimes I'll play those as a slide, sometimes I'll just play those as single notes. Tab's got a slide, so there's what you got. So then we're holding a partial bar for a C chord on measure 5. Back to the G, and then a harmonic up at the 12th fret, or what they call a chime. I want to take a second now just to emphasize the chimes of the harmonics, because that's really an important part of playing slack key. And essentially, the chimes or the harmonics are found at a couple of very specific places in your fingerboard. The main place they're found is at the 12th fret, like these are. And when you're playing a chime or a harmonic, what you're doing is you're resting your finger directly above the fret, if you can see that. I'm not pressing down at all. I'm barely touching the string. And then shortly after I play it, I'll take my finger off. A lot of people think that you want to take your hand off like the string's on fire, but no, you just take it off after a second. And if you're playing 2, you're going to use kind of the middle part of your finger, It's hard to see because my finger's blocking, but you see I'm not doing this. It's the same note, but it's a little more clear. Now the other place you have chimes is at right above the 7th fret. Notice I changed my bass because these happen to correspond to a D chord. And you also have them right above the 5th fret. So here's what we got so far, more or less. Pick up to a bar, partial bar for your G chord at the 7th fret. And then a turnaround. And that little lick, that little slide down from your 5th fret down, sliding as much as you can slide down to the 0th fret, is like a turnaround to a turnaround, you know. Alright. And another turnaround, or rather D chord, now a turn. And that nice little bluesy to get you there. So basically, that's the whole tune. Okay, Taropatch Blues.